to Elks 101. Another episode of Elks Central, breaking this one down.
Reagan, touchdown Edmonton! Paterno, Dunbar, back on top of the Elks!
Okay, welcome in. Elks Central, Declan, Eddie, and Rick. I got a really big irrational fear that I'm going to mess up the names during that intro. Like I'm going to say like Eklund, Reddy, Dick, like something like that. Just something completely crazy right off the bat and just not be able to recover. Like my confidence will just be shot the whole time. Yeah, like words. Yeah, this is Rider Central. I mean, Elks, like something like that.
Does that ever happen to you on the radio? Sometimes you get fudged with your words and then you start thinking about it. And it's way worse,
dude, for sure. Because I always will think about it and I'll just stop and I'll be like, anyway, like it's so bad. It's so, and I don't know, like to me, it's obviously so obvious, but I think most people probably just think like I'm forming a thought or something. But here I am, like it's the monkey playing cymbals in my head while I'm trying to think of like
the best with your program with Low Tide is he'll ask you a question and you'll be so completely unaware of what he just asked you.
Yeah, no,
you're doing other things.
Yes,
right?
that's exactly what it is. Like Low Tide likes to poke fun at that a lot. Like he always likes to, give me and now me and Josh the business for not listening. But like the reality is like we're back. I'm not just actively like not paying attention, like back there doing something, you know what I mean? And Low Tide's other thing is like, and listen, I feel like I've benefited from this a lot, but his other thing is like he'll throw to me, like, or me and Josh now, like he'll throw to us really frequently. And I'm like, man, like it's 6 minutes into the show. Like just give it, I got some stuff to do back here. Yeah. Just give me another minute.
Because I'm sitting when I'm on the radio in the co-host chair. So he does, it's like all this, what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like expecting stuff. So when I hear you, I forget that you're not just sitting there co-hosting, you're behind the scenes, pushing the buttons, making the show happen.
Yeah. There's a couple times I've had to, more than a couple times probably, I've had to just straight up been like, I don't know, man. Can you say that again? Yeah. My real biggest fear is like when I'm, filling in for Connor on Jason's show and Jason throws something at me quickly and I got to be like, because I think I think in that situation, I would just be like, hand up. I was not listening. Can you please repeat that? Like as professional as I could, not try and dance around. Because with Low Tide, you can kind of like, sometimes you can catch like the last 3 words and get the gist of the idea. Like sometimes there have been a couple times he's like thrown some to me and I've caught the very tail end of it. And I've just spoken generically about hockey. I'm like, it's great edge work. We got great skating out there. And you can fill in the blank. Yeah, you can fill in the blanks a little bit. We do have JJ Ross just ahead on this episode. Really looking forward to that one. Like you guys, anyone who's read in. See, I just did it again. Anyone who's read, I was going to say anyone who's listened or read, but anyone who's listened to any of these episodes or has read my articles at ElksNation.ca know I'm a really, really big fan of this player. So I'm really kind of excited I'm really excited to talk to him, hear about his journey into the CFL. One thing I want to ask him specifically is like, I was really pushing for him to be Rookie of the Year this year. I was shocked when he wasn't the Elks team nominee. And then I had to go look back and see that he actually did get into a game last year, that Week 12 game against Montreal. So I want to ask him like, yeah, of course you want to get into the game. Like it's awesome you did. But then hindsight being 2020, like being left out of the Rookie of the Year nominee, like that's got to be tough. Because he would have been, I think, probably, I don't want to say a shoo-in for it because Chalin was great as well. But like he had a nominee,
The only counter,
and again, no shade to Chalin.
But JJ had a good season, really good season.
Yeah.
The only counter I would ever say to you about that deck is I'm sure he spent most of that last year on the practice roster. So to get that opportunity to get a game check, after you've been on the PR, man, you don't care about no awards. Give me the money.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, you see some of these, NHL call ups, like on those 2 ways going from the AHL money to the NHL money. Like that's got to be.
Yeah,
it's got to be pretty special, especially like, our farm team obviously playing out in Baco, Cali State taxes. Like it's tough. Where do you come out on that whole, where do both of you come out on that whole state tax argument?
What do you think, Rick?
I don't know, man. Like you're taking how much money away from them?
It's real.
It's real.
Like you're taking a lot.
Dude, you're making $100, call it just for easy math. And all you got to do is walk home with like 46 or 47.
Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
So having played in Ontario for Hamilton and then out here in Alberta, it's different. Your game checks are different. They take more money in the different provinces. Quebec, guys that have played with, or that I know that have played out in Quebec, man, they take a significant amount of your check off. So that's something I'm not in favor of, man. And then you look at the discrepancy between a Cali and a Texas. where you're seeing all your money down in Texas with no state tax. It's quite something.
As much as the NHL tries to downplay it, is definitely
It's huge.
a thing.
It's huge.
No, yeah.
You can downplay it all you want, but listen, when you get to keep that much more of your money, sure, you don't want to make it a thing. I get it, just because it's not great for the league, but it is 100% a thing.
Or
man.
your round number argument that you just said. Say you're making $1 million as your contract. In Cali, you're taking home 450, 500K. In Texas, you're taking home 700K.
Big
That's
difference.
The difference of 300K, man.
Well, I know when AD signed his extension, obviously he's playing in Texas now, funny enough, but when he signed his extension to stay with the Lakers, it was like $63 million a year. But someone worked out the math, like not just someone, like it was a legitimate, sports guy, like a legitimate, agent.
Someone who knows what they're doing.
Yeah. And it was like after obviously federal taxes, state taxes, escrow, agent fees, he was taking home like 24 million or 28 million or something.
When he re-upped in Dallas?
This was when he re-upped in LA
Yeah.
for 60 million.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So you said 24, all said and done?
Yeah, it was 24 or 28. I forget which one it was.
Is
And
it
60 on paper, but you walk home with 24.
It's crazy.
4 million is a difference, but like still.
And then think of cost of living too.
Yep.
If we're just comparing Cali to Florida or Texas, cost of living is drastically different.
Everything costs more.
Way cheaper in these other states.
Let's take a break for just a second. We're going to put the podcast on hold. We got a text from the Elks media guy here. I just want to work something out. We'll get back to the pod in just a second. Okay, we're back. I think it's all figured out, right? We're good. We're fine. Talking a little Cali State taxes.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we were. JJ.
Me playing.
No, man. Listen, I'll tell you. Listen, when I get the call, when the NBA needs a point guard, I'll be back, but I will not be signing with an LA team. JJ was just here. I think we got him now.
We got him.
All right, let's bring him in. We are now joined by a very, very, very special guest, former, what was it? I want to make sure I get this right. Hold on. Former Eastern Illinois Panther, former Western Eagle Leatherhead. I want to get the high school team right. Former Lakota West Firebird, current Edmonton Elks, JJ Ross joins us. JJ, how are you, man? Appreciate you being here.
Appreciate you guys, man. How are you guys? I'm well this morning.
I'm doing good. How are you enjoying the off season? Let's start there, because it's obviously, you're an American guy. You're back home, I would assume. Like, how are the holidays? How are things going? How's training been down there? Like, how's all that?
It's been good, man. Just back home with family, with the homies.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I want to say one of my family members just walked in, but just been good. Just training, just being able to be home for the off season. Just taking a little bit of time that I get to be here, and I can't wait to come back to Canada. Can't wait to get back.
So, what's your plan to get back up here? Like, what's the timeline look like for you?
So, right now, I actually coach at home. I coach track at my high school.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I just do that until I go back. So really, like the last week of April and beginning of camp, that's when I'll be there. So yeah,
Hey, JJ.
when I'm coming back.
JJ, is that coaching gig a little bit of work? You making some money for that?
It's okay. It's I mean, I make decent money, but it's just really more of just kind of giving back to my high school. And like I used to run track myself too, so
Good for you.
it's kind of something I always wanted to do. So it was a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, I was doing a deep dive on your Twitter last night, and I saw that you were one of the track athletes there back in your time in high school. So, what was your event? Were you a sprinter?
So I did all the relays. So I did the 4x1, the 4x2, and the 4x4.
Would you run anchor?
Yeah, I did anchor in the 4x4.
Okay.
I was second leg for our 4x2 and our 4x1. So, and we went to state for almost all of them too. So we were pretty good, man. But the kids that we had last year, they were even better than us. They broke our school record. So yeah, these
Good for
kids
you,
are getting
man.
faster and better now.
Good for you for staying involved and just doing something. The reason I asked if you're making some money, because you're a young fella in the league, man. And I love hearing when guys are working in the off season. As you know, in the CFL, you're not going to get rich up here, but to be able to establish yourself and then give back to the high school that gave you so much too, man, that's awesome. Good for you, JJ.
I appreciate that, man. Yep.
So, like, throwing it back a little bit to those high school days, talking high school ball, like, what was, let's start there. What was your recruitment process like out of high school? Like, was there a school that you had kind of grown up cheering for? Was it the University of Cincinnati? Did you want to be a Bearcat? Did you watch Joel actually play at Cincinnati? That's another good question now that you're teammates with him and everything. But was there, you know, like a school you wanted to go to? You ended up going to Eastern Illinois first and Western Illinois. Like, what was that whole process like?
Very stressful, man. I feel like my story's a very unique one, all the way from high school to now. But in high school, I was a 3-star coming out of Cincinnati. My senior year, I ended up being the highest rated corner in Southwest Ohio. So like my junior year to senior year, I was starting to pick up some offers and stuff. We weren't that good as a team. Our team weren't good all my years of high school, but I played pretty decent. I had a couple Power 5 offers. Like I had Minnesota, Indiana, Kentucky, Cincinnati, a couple of little smaller ones like Akron, like schools like that. But things happened in my recruitment process. I was committed to Cincinnati coming out. So, and then after that, I guess after my senior season, things happened. Ended up decommitting. All the schools that I had offers from, all the spots were filled up. So I basically kind of had to restart all over. And I decommitted last second just due to some things with the coaching staff and myself. And just being young too, man. One thing I wish, just young. But so I actually had to go to smaller D1, end up going to Eastern my freshman year in Eastern Illinois. I played pretty decent there. I got a freshman All-American there. And then second season was COVID season coming up and ended up hitting the portal. Grade was a whole issue for me. So I had to go smaller D1 again. So I was trying to go back Power 5 from Eastern, but my grades were bad, so I had to stay FCS level. And so I went to Western right across the state, and then I went there, and then I finished out my collegiate career there too.
So like throughout the whole process, are you someone who looks back and, you know, kind of harbors like resentment? Do you look back on it and like hold regret, or are you kind of the mindset like what happens, it happens for a reason?
For the longest time I was, but the older I've gotten, the more I've just kind of I've kind of grown my spiritual relationship with the Lord, and just the more and more older I've gotten, amen, and more and more older I've gotten, the more I've just realized it was all Him, and it was just all a part of His plan, and that this was supposed to go like this, and it's all part of the testimony of who Jeremiah Ross is. So, I don't know if you guys even know my real name, but yeah.
I did. I didn't know until very recently, but I was looking. I did see it was Jeremiah. Is the second J? Is it Junior?
No, my middle name is Joseph.
Okay, all right, there we go. Well, I did want to ask you about that because I was looking on your Instagram and I saw you got baptized in December 2024. I mean, walk us through that moment, what it was like for you, what it meant for you, because it's such a special moment for a lot of people. But even still, I mean, maybe there's kind of a feeling like it's taboo to talk about, but just that moment, what it meant for you.
It was definitely the best experience that I felt in my life. Just a new feeling of being a new person and living for Christ, actually, instead of just living for myself and living in these worldly desires, but just living for Christ, and really like being a new person in that. And now, how is life going to be when you do that? And it's been a journey even from there for me. So I definitely am grateful. I've learned a lot this past year, 2025. Like, God was with me through it all, like even through the whole season too. So I mean, that's kind of the feeling I would say about baptism. And I would say if you're a follower, you're a believer of Jesus, I say don't wait. So that's just kind of where I'm at with that.
I got to ask you, because I'm a Christian too, man, and being in a locker room, it's very counter to what we believe. I mean, like you talk about the worldly desires and the fleshly things that we crave. Well, that's what's celebrated in the locker room, the partying, the drugs. How do you deal with that and those challenges that are thrown in your face constantly?
Stay down, stay out the way. For me, it's a little different this year because, I mean, I was a rookie still. And so for me, I mean, I take ball very serious. If you just know me and whatever, I just take ball really serious. I try not to get distracted a lot. And by doing that, I just try to stay focused and do what I'm supposed to be doing and why I'm here to be doing it. So for me, like going up to Canada, like I didn't really look at it as like get to kick it with teammates or get to go do new fun different things. For me, it was more of like this is a job. Like I'm here for one reason, and like all the other stuff would just come. Like, and me personally, when I was there at first, like I wasn't satisfied with where I was at. Like I wasn't playing, and I wasn't doing any of that stuff. To being able to play and to be able to make some noise, and it was just all really just to stand down and stand focused. And it is really hard though. It is hard. I will say it is hard being in a football locker room and even just being a football player itself. It's just hard, and that's kind of part of my testimony. I kind of just want to be able to be the light for athletes and show that like athletes can follow Christ too. Like it's not just like I know like it's not really a normal thing, or like you may not see a lot of athletes truly walk by by the word, but for me, like that's kind of part of my testimony, and that's kind of why I've been wanting to like be the player that I am, to like ultimately give God the glory for it. So especially through all the things that He brought me through these last couple of years. So yeah, it is hard though, man. I will say the locker room and stuff like that, it can be hard at times, but even in the locker room though, we have those talks too though. So
well, yeah, you bring that up because I saw another one you had posted on your Instagram. I don't know if it was pregame or postgame, but you guys had a prayer circle there down on the field. It looked like it was you and the rest of the DBs. I saw Noah Taylor was in there as well. Who kind of speared that? Like who spurred that? Whose idea was it?
Really, so I mean, and that's the thing. That's the thing too, man. There's a lot of us on the team that like, it's hard. I would say this: a lot of people believe in God, but a lot of people don't follow God.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I would say like there's a few people, like select few people on our team that truly try to follow God the right way, and we have talks, Bible studies all the time. So I think it just kind of gradually happened, really. Like, DB out of the DB wise, like after we break up, like before a game or something, like Cordell usually like bring us in, and we all like pray as a circle, and then after that, like heading into the locker room, about to do our pregame speech, and then come back out and play. Like it just really we just get into the end zone and we huddle up, we circle up, and we get on a knee and we pray. And it really doesn't matter. Some people will lead it, like maybe I will, Kenny, or whoever may. So yeah, I think it just we all kind of influence each other really, and it just kind of happened. That's kind of how it goes though.
So it's safe to say you're getting your weekly studies in with Chappie?
Chappie's my guy.
Yeah, man.
Chappie's my guy, man. I love Chappie.
Yeah, he's been there for a long time.
I asked him a lot of questions too, just throughout the season too. But yeah, man, I'll definitely say the real reason for myself, I'll say how the season went past is all because of God, though. Like this, how everything even played out. Like it was just, like, I couldn't even tell you that it would be written like that. I didn't even think I was going to see the field this year. Honestly.
Well, yeah, I want to, kind of ask about that and talk about that a little bit. Cause like, obviously I don't know if you remember, but at the end of season media veil, I talked and like we, talked about it and I said,
I remember.
Always. Yeah, of course. But how was it for like, were you ever, down there and like the coaches were like, hey, listen, man, like we like you, but this is just how the depth chart looks right now. Like, hey, I know Devondrick's hurt, but we got Leonard right there. And like, you're sitting there waiting on your chance. And then it obviously kind of bubbles and you get that chance. Like, I mean, just the whole experience from going there, starting on the practice squad to being number one lockdown, boundary corner. Like, what was that whole process like?
was a process, man. But one thing I would say is that I stayed true to myself through it all, and just regardless if it was good or bad news being told to me, I was just still staying down and just working, just staying true to who I am. Like I've always been just a detailed person. So whatever it took for me to be ready. So whenever my number was called, I knew I was gonna be ready, and I stayed in the facility a lot afterwards, do extra work, stuff like that all the time. Uh, I was just trying to have the real pro mindset and attack it the right way. Like, don't be feeling bad for myself. Like, honestly, no one cares. Like, this is a job. This is professional. Like, it's how it goes. Even though I felt like I was deservingly should be playing, but I mean, at the time, that just wasn't what it was.
Mhm.
But rookie camp. Camp and everything went smooth. Like I will say that was definitely the hardest DB room I've ever been a part of. Everybody was in there playing good.
Good
Yeah,
Like,
no
call,
kidding, man. My
And that's
goodness,
what
yeah.
I was just going to ask you.
like everybody was playing good. Like it was to a point like if you didn't make a play today at practice, like you kind of looking at like yourself, like all right, like you might go down a depth chart.
Man, that's the best
Yeah,
teams
like
I've been
you
on,
gotta go make a
JJ.
play at practice every day.
The best teams I've been on have that internal competition. Like if you're the D line that I played on when we were winning the Grey Cup, we had a
Yeah.
savage D line, and like if you weren't out there eating, getting sacks, man, you felt like self-conscious. You felt like you were
Yeah.
pulling your
Yeah.
weight, man.
No, I really do, and I'm glad that us DBs have that influence on each other. Like I see Cordell get one, I'm like I gotta get one, or vice versa, or I see K1 get one, or Chalen, or whatever. Like I feel like that's just kind of how we all were, and then to a point, like we carried that into the season too. Like we started putting like bets on the board, like whoever get this amount of picks, get
Yeah.
this amount of money, whatever the case may be, or whatever. Just trying to challenge
Who gets
ourselves
the
just to
first
be
pick?
better.
First pick.
Yeah, whoever
spot?
gets. Yeah, like me and K1 had a bet about whoever got the most interceptions by the end of the year. We both end up tying. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, just little stuff like that, man. I feel like that definitely has taken us a long way. Even from camp to the end of the season, like we were always a bought in group. I just think that we just needed to really learn each other, and throughout the 18-week season, like you'll learn your teammates, and I just feel like it's going to be even more excitement coming to Edmonton this year because like majority of us are coming back. So
Mhm.
I think it's only the beginning of greatness for us. I feel. I truly feel that about us. I feel like we work hard. I feel like we lean on each other, and most importantly, we play for each other. So.
So what was it like that first game before you're getting the start, like names first on the depth chart? Like what was that night before like how were the butterflies? How were the nerves? Or was it just all confidence? Like, yeah, like listen, man, I'm going in.
It
I'm
ain't
gonna
like
show what I got.
it was no nerves, man. Only reason why it was no nerves just because really just the the prayers that I would talk to God, the things I would say to God, and like they were all answered to. Like I just remember being in my hotel room at times, like just like real vulnerable moment, but just really like just crying and stuff, like just confused on like why is it going like this for me and stuff, like especially when I felt as if I was like one of the better players on the field.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it was just like it was just a lot, man. It was just a lot with that, like my NFL career ending that, and then I'm just like questioning myself, like if am I ever gonna play? Like, so it was just a lot, but I just knew that like what I was doing in practice and stuff was being seen though.
Mhm.
Like Killen would text me sometimes throughout the week, like keep doing what you're doing, man. Like you're doing good. Like it's coming, stuff like that. Like, and I would hear it from my teammates all the time. Like I would hear it from JC. Like I hear it from all the coaches and stuff too. So like that right there itself was even another reason and a factor for me to go to practice and dominate again today. Like just to show them like respectfully, like y'all gotta play me. Like y'all have to play me. Like I don't necessarily know how it's gonna go down, but like that was just my mindset going into practice every day is like go kill today. To where it's stand outing. Like it's standing out. Like it's no point. They can't deny me anymore. And but even that though, like it was just weeks after weeks after weeks, just doing that, staying down, and then literally like 2 games before I played, like my coach was just saying like, just stay down, man. It's coming for you. It's coming. It's coming. And then our last game before our bye week, we played at home. We played Ottawa. No, it wasn't Ottawa. It was BC. We played BC, and God forbid, you never wish that upon nobody. But one of my teammates, call him Fat, but you guys call him Devondrick. But he would end up going down, and I think like at the time I didn't even know the seriousness of the injury. Like I'm not thinking anything of it really, but then I went home for the bye week, and after that I was just told that you're gonna be up this week. So, and then he was like, from there we go from there, and he was like, you probably start out the remainder of the year, and and then like this, I was at home when I heard that news. So just hearing that news, like it gave me like all type of life again, all type of fire inside. I was ready to leave home and go back to Canada for my bye week right now. Like so, really ever since that moment, it's just kind of skyrocketed from there, and then it was that.
Well, your feelings about why you're not playing, they're valid, man, because you're a baller. And we saw that with your play on the field. The reality is, look, this defense started slow. There is no denying it. That first 6 games was tough. But then you ended up getting called up, and you were one of the catalysts. I was saying this on the radio this morning. You were one of the catalysts in the turning pieces to get this defense turned around from putrid worst in the league to a defense that was full of savages, especially on the back end, the way you guys were playing, man.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. 1 second, you gotta grab my charger real quick. But no, that's the thing though, man. I just think at the beginning of the season, I think it was such a whole new group of guys. Like I think it started with the whole new coaching staff change, but we brought in a whole different guy. Like for my first season to Edmonton, when I was on practice squad the whole time, to like even last year, it was a whole new DB group besides maybe 2 people.
Yeah.
And so like I definitely think that played a part in the early struggles of just not knowing each other, learning how someone plays. Is he more of a signaler, or is he more of a vocals talker, whatever the case may be? Like just knowing the guy you're really playing next to. And I feel like, and then some people getting hurt throughout weeks, some people moving around positions, or it was like no one was really set in stone and like able to like grow from where they were just at, because there's so much movement going on. But I feel like after week like 6 or 7, I feel like that kind of gave us a chance to just learn each other and just play with each other and just like play fast with each other after that. And then I feel like it was up from there. Really, I feel like we put the league on notice
JJ,
as a group.
can you give the listeners and the viewers just a little insight in terms of how important the communication and being on the same page as a defensive back group is for you guys to have success? Because as a D lineman, I got to work with my partners, but I'm on my own. I got to pin my ears back and go. It's not like that in the secondary.
Yeah, it's very vital. It's very important. It's very serious. And I would say this: you guys are all right, and if you're all wrong, you're all right still. So even when you're wrong, you're right. So like, I would say, like, regardless of what was being talked about out there or not, as long as you're communicating. And that was just one thing for me. Like, I've always known communication was huge in football, but playing in the higher levels, even playing like pro ball, like it's even more important. There's so much stuff going on out there. So, and even in Canada too, a lot of motioning, a lot of waggles, a lot of things that's like eye candy. So you definitely got to talk, and you definitely got to be confident in what you're talking about too, and like what you see. And just for the back end, it's really important. Like that's why I think it's important to really know who you're playing next to, because it's different from when you just in walkthrough and in practice until when it's real game and those bullets are really being flown out there. Like it's totally different. And so I feel like just being able to really hone that down and being able to communicate at a high level is very important of having a successful defense. And I felt like our communication definitely gotten a lot better, and just preparation too, like film study, like we were in there all the time, like, so I feel like that definitely helped our play as well together. Yeah, man, just growing together, just relationships as wholes too. That definitely is something I noticed, and it's all like a a trembling effect, really. So, but yeah, communication's huge, though, man.
So,
Definitely would say that.
JJ, after everything, like after all of it, how did it feel, and what did it kind of mean to you? And I guess even what was the conversation like with Ed to be able to sign that extension and lock it up here in Edmonton for a couple more years?
Feel great, man. So for me, I told them after the season what I was trying to do. Hopefully, however it goes, it's God's plan. But I wanted to try to get back down south. Things didn't go exactly as planned, but I told him that after the season, and I just wanted to be transparent with everybody. Just like if that does happen for me or not, or whatever the case may be, and if it doesn't, like I want to be back here in Edmonton. So I told him that on our exit meeting. So we kind of had an understanding of what was to be expected from both sides, and then like I would say maybe a week in December, I wasn't hearing too much about the teams, and then Ed and Zimmerman were like, "Yeah, we want to extend you," and so I was just like, "Yeah, let's do it." I was like, "Let's do it." Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to be back in Edmonton for sure. Like, there was no question about it. Now, granted, I'm a little biased because it's the only team I've been, but even that though, like I've been around, I've got to see like. This is home for me. Like, I don't want to be anywhere else.
Well, I wanted to ask you this one because I feel like you would have been a shoe-in for Rookie of the Year had it not been for that one game in the 2024 season. Like, obviously, during that season, you want to get in the game, you want to play, like it's great. But with the hindsight of it all, are you kind of like, man, like that one game, I don't get to be Rookie of the Year nominee?
It's actually funny because I'm one of those people. I try to take little things to motivate me. So I want to say this is Winnipeg week, our last like couple games in the season. Anyways, I seen something in the articles, in the CFL article, and I seen it talked about all like the rookie nominees for the Elks, and just the rookie nominees for like the West and the East divisions or whatever for each team. And I saw that my name wasn't even on there for our team.
Yeah. I know the exact article you're talking about, man.
I'm not thinking about the game that I played the year before in. So I just played one game, but I didn't think that would take away from me being able to still win Rookie of the Year. Only if you played in one game.
Yeah, it just has to be one game pro, regular season or playoff. Yeah.
I didn't know that though. But when I'm seeing it, I'm looking at it, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty furious. But I'm trying to just control myself because, like, it's really at the end of the day, it's not even about Rookie of the Year. Like, not about any of that.
Because you thought you were getting snubbed, right?
Because at this point in the season, like, I'm like, this is either we get in the playoffs or we don't. So like right now, like I'm not even trying to have my mind focused on that. I'm just like, this is win these games, bro. Like these next couple of games, I'll do what I do, and hopefully, rewrite that. Anyways, I ended up looking on there though, and I saw the criteria. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense now why I wasn't on there. But yeah, I mean, honestly, man, I feel like I played a decent season this year. I just feel like, I didn't really get to show who I truly am though. So for me, like I'm excited just for this next season coming up to have a full season and just be able to play with my guys again and have a chance to really be contenders this year. So
yeah, man, we're excited to see you ball, man, because you're a dog out there. I always, and Deck and Rick are probably sick of hearing me say this, but you're defensive back coach, Aaron Grimes. I've never played with a DB that comes up and hits and supports in the run game the way he does. And
Yeah.
you and Tyrell Ford are very similar, man. And the Elks are lucky to have a 1-2 punch out there on the wide boundary side of the field because you guys really lock things down, man, between the two.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. I honestly think I know I gotta watch my words sometimes, but I'm speaking with confidence in me and my guys. But I do think that we have the best secondary in the CFL.
I would
I would
And
agree. I would agree.
I think we do, and I think it's a little biased talking, but also just a little, just like seeing what's really going down, and yeah. So I feel that way about literally all the way from the field to the boundary. So I feel like all of us are just ball players. And like I said, this is probably the most competitive room that I've been in, and ever, especially DB wise. So I went from like first week of camp, we all thinking like we gotta just make the team to like this is the best group in the league to me. So I definitely and I've learned so much from them too. Like just talking to Tyrell, like this all little type of stuff. Like me and Tyrell, we gotten closer and closer throughout the season. And he's a good leader, man. He's a good role model. What's his name too? Cordell. Like I knew Cordell from the season before, but even then though, like me and his relationship grew a lot too throughout the season. Just like watching film with each other all the time, like having to see like how we're gonna play certain things if we get this look or whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, I feel excited about this next season coming up though. I do.
JJ, just one last one for me, and we've really appreciate your time, man. This has been awesome. Really love this conversation.
No, you good. Y'all good.
I saw that you are a really big Kobe guy, and I just wanted to kind of talk about you talk about how competitive that DB room is, and obviously Kobe, like the Mamba mindset is one of one, like no one else across sports history has had that really. But how is that mindset, kind of influenced you and worked on you and how you go into those situations?
I try to be a copy of who Kobe Bryant was as an athlete. Honestly, like I can get emotional talking about Kobe just because how much he's meant in my life and how much I've truly looked up to him, even like outside of like football.
Mm-hmm.
Just that, having the killer mindset of just attacking life the way the Mamba mentality is presented to be. Like even when things are hard outside of football and just in like regular life, like I try to have that mentality. So and while playing sports and football, like I felt like having that mentality has always helped me come out on top, and like around me and my athletes or whoever I'm encountering with. Like I feel like that's exactly what this pro game is. It's all mental. I feel like who wants it more, who has more heart, who cares about this more to get this done, stuff like that. I feel like that's the next factor of which you could be in it. Are you good or are you elite or are you average?
Yeah.
Like I feel like those tiers. I think those small little rooms of error is what goes into all those tiers. And one thing that Kobe always said to me that always sticks to me is that to be great, you have to be really good all the time. And like for me, like I always try to keep a mindset of like just like stay consistent and don't get too high about playing good yesterday or right now, and don't get too low about it either. Just stay even keel.
Exactly.
And that's something that I'm learning throughout my career too. Like, because I guess like throughout all my years, I've been so used to just dominating.
Yeah.
And so like now when I'm in a higher level, like I'm playing like real guys, like real good guys now. Like I don't know, even like a catch being caught on me, I get pissed off. Like you can even ask my teammates, they be like, "Chill, bro,
Who
you
said
good?"
that?
Like,
Was it JC who said that?
It was probably JC. Yeah.
Yeah, someone said that about you.
Yeah.
You get,
I get
it might have
pissed.
even been Tyrell.
It might have been Terrell actually.
It might be. Nah, they know how
someone
I
catches the
get,
ball.
man. They know how I get, man. I just try to hold myself to a standard, man. Like, but Kobe definitely has been a huge part of that in my life for sure. Like, just as I was a young kid to all the way to now. Like,
So you're a
the way
Kobe
he-
over Braun guy then?
100%.
Okay. Hey, what about you?
And
I'm
I
from
respect
Ohio.
Braun
I don't
for the
care.
longevity, but I am
You're a
all
Kobe
about,
guy too,
I'm the
man.
dog mentality.
So-
Like I love
Yeah, and
savage
that's one thing I try to tell my friends, my homies too. Like, it ain't all about what you did on the court, man. Even that though, like and we can. That's a whole other conversation. But that's a whole other conversation. But I definitely, I didn't like the way he just approached the game though, and how he was a true pro about everything. Like, he was in the gym 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day, taking care of his body. Like, this is stuff that he sacrificed to be great, and you can tell that like that's what he cared about. So that's definitely something I try to emulate in my game, and that's definitely something I try to show to not just myself but to my teammates too. Like, it's a mentality, bro. Like, and that's all partial reason why I didn't do too much at Edmonton. Like, when I'm there, I don't do too much. I'm just there. Like, I'm in a facility. I'm training. I'm working out, and I'm back home
Hey, save
watching
your money too.
watching tape, doing something or recovery, something, and it's the same old. I'm just doing the same things. But
man.
that's just, I like to be like that though. Like, it keeps me focused and locked in.
It's funny because, like, as we're talking about Kobe and LeBron, there's a clip going around social media right now with Kevin Garnett talking about how LeBron ruined the All-Star game a few years back.
Yeah.
Those old heads don't let LeBron do anything, bro.
Kobe slaps the court and he's trying to DU LeBron up 1-on-1 and LeBron passes it off.
Yeah, I just seen that, and I said it to one of my friends because he's a LeBron. He loves LeBron. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like LeBron too, but I just don't think he's the greatest. But yeah, like, I literally just seen that clip like yesterday, and I said this to my team, one of my homies. That's funny that you said that. But
So JJ,
it's
I
actually
gotta
funny
ask
you
you,
brought
man.
that up. It's funny you brought up Kobe though, because I hope how everything goes out how it's supposed to plan, however it goes. But I wanted to get number 8 this year though, to honor him, because I've always, I mean, I had 24 in college too, so yeah, definitely either 24 or 8.
8's cold, man. Like a single digit DB
It's a
number,
DB,
like that's
yeah,
like
that's
Kobe
nuts.
wearing 0. That's pretty cold. You know, like 8, that was cold as
For
well.
sure. 5 my number really, but Rank got that. He killing in that, so that's
Yeah,
him.
you can't take that one.
Rank,
You got-
he got that.
He's
That's my
selling that
dog.
jersey in stores.
That's my dog. Rank my dog. He like a brother to me. And so yeah, like I said, however it plays out. But yeah, I definitely I wanted to get number 8 this year just for Kobe though. So
Cool. Send us a jersey if you get it. I'd wear that every day,
I
man,
got
for
you.
sure.
Got you.
Hey, I want to circle back to you signing the extension. I'm a big advocate on players getting their money, but as you know,
Yeah.
in the CFL, it can be slimy, man, and there is no
Yeah.
guarantees in pro football except for a
Mhm.
signing bonus. Did you push the envelope to get as much up front with the signing bonus as possible?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Me and my agent talked. My agent did what he did what he supposed to do, man. My agent, he's good, man. He's real good. He represents a lot of guys in the league too. So
Who's your
he
agent?
knows what he's doing. Fred, I don't know his
Fred
last
Weinrich.
name. Yep.
Yeah.
He represents a couple guys.
It's always
Even on
Fred
our team.
Weinrich.
Fred
Yeah,
Weinrich
it's
has
always-
gotten some
yeah.
guys paid this offseason. You're with the right guy.
Yeah.
Good
Nah,
for you.
me and Fred have a growing relationship too. But yeah, he talked to me. He told me some deals that they're thinking, and yeah, he's like, yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. So yeah, man, I'm just excited to go back. I'm excited to go back and just attack this year, man. Hopefully, bring a chip back to Edmonton.
Amen.
That's the goal.
Amen.
Sir.
That's the goal.
One last one for you here, JJ. In players in the offseason, they always give the cliche answer, I want to get bigger, faster, stronger. For me, what I always worked on was my pass rush, right? I always need to be a better
Yeah.
pass rusher. It was easy to play the run. For you, what are you specifically focusing on to better your game this offseason?
Dang, man, the cliche answer you don't want to hear, huh? Nah, honestly, man, for me, I try to be an all around cornerback. I take a lot of pride in just being able to do everything on the field. So really, I just stay in tune and everything. that I do. Like I make sure I do a lot of off man work, a lot of press man work, a lot of zone work, and really like I lift, I run a lot. Really, my main focus is just always trying to get faster though. For me, like one thing I know for myself, like I think as a player, I think I do a lot of things well, but I just think that an area that I know that I feel like it can be a little better is just speed in general.
Mm-hmm.
Why not be a little faster?
Skills.
Like, even though I don't feel like it's an issue in my game, but I know it could be better. So I think that's something I really work on a lot. And me coaching track during the off season is perfect for me too, because whatever I give them, I go do myself like right after. So yeah, I definitely say just running, definitely. That's something that I try to hone in a lot on the off season, and for our position, you got to be able to run all day, man. So,
Boy, do you
definitely. Yeah, definitely. I love it though. I embrace it. I love being on the island. I love it.
Well, JJ, man, this has been awesome. We appreciate your time so much. Like we've said, one of our favorite players. So this means a lot to us. Really appreciate you joining us. Take care. God bless, man. And we can't wait to see you back here in Edmonton.
Same to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on. Yes, sir, man. Elks Nation.
Appreciate you.
Sure, appreciate the love, JJ.
JJ Ross.
Yep.
What an
Take care.
interview. I think that was our longest player interview.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was perfect, man. That was awesome. That was great. I love
the honesty and
getting vulnerable with it. Like obviously not a lot of people always want to open up about stuff like that, but it was awesome, man. Rick, I wanted to ask you, the conversation kind of swayed. Are you a Kobe over Braun guy as well?
I'm a little bit older, man, so it's Michael and Kobe.
Jordan.
Michael and Kobe. They just look, when it comes to the three of them, two of them have this type of attitude and mentality that nobody else really has.
Yeah,
and you can go to almost any sport out there.
Yeah.
That's who they are. And I guarantee you they weren't fun to be teammates with. I think LeBron's probably like a fun guy to have in the room, right? Kobe and MJ, no, assholes, man. Like, Mike, get out there and do this, get out there and do that. Like, if you can't walk with me, get the fuck out of the room. But that's how you three-peat twice. That's how you live Kobe. Like, it's
Kobe got 5 of them.
Dude, it's just those two are above and beyond anybody else.
Yeah. Like LeBron, you got to respect the body of work, the longevity, 23 years, versatility, can do it all. But these guys, the mentality is what separates them.
100%.
They were dicks.
No doubt.
Dicks they won
perfectionists.
Yes,
yeah.
Perfectionists. That's who they were.
And I mean that in the most respectful way.
No doubt. Like, I'm a Jordan is the go-kart. You know who else was like that? Different sport was like, you might not expect it because he's kind of a fun-loving guy now, but like Brady, when he played, was famously like that as well. Yeah.
Dude, I was going to say him.
Yeah, he's probably a little bit nicer in the room because you had to be like, right? You got to make friends with your fucking offensive line as a quarterback. Otherwise, you're screwed. Yeah. When it comes to MJ or Kobe, just give me the fucking ball and get off the court, and I'll take care of the whole thing from here.
And when you play with guys like that, there's a fear of not playing up to the standard. Like, you're almost walking on eggshells because you don't want to be an offensive guard that's letting the pass rush get up to Brady. Because he'll chew you out.
Oh, yeah.
He will. Right. So there's that fear that makes you play at a higher level, man.
Yeah. And he just had that interview with, I think, the Chicklets guys or whoever on Barstool or whatever. And some of that stuff came out. And, he said, fuck, and I wish I remember what it was. He's like, I was really good at 25. I was great at 35. And I was an expert at the game at 45. Like, it was just the way. And then he's like, every fucking practice, every scrimmage, every preseason game was all like the Super Bowl. That's how those guys get to where they were, and that's how he won for 20 years. His stats are stupid. Like, and the biggest one out there is like 48% of it. Like, it's more than 48. Like, the amount of times that he spent in the Super Bowl,
dude. Yeah, like
the
it's like
of his time in this is.
He has
dude, it doesn't make sense.
He has like a better chance of making the Super Bowl in any given season than Steph Curry does making a 3.
Yeah, like that's
like,
dude, that's
I don't know.
Insane.
I don't know if that's still true for Steph or like how. But
I'm pretty sure that was the stat I saw the other day.
Dude, the craziest one for me always, not to like turn this into a Brady Glaze fest, but the fact that he has more Super Bowls than any franchise, he's got 7. No franchise has more than 6.
I saw the funniest thing online recently. Tom Brady, talking about Tom Brady's the GOAT. He sacrificed his family for a championship in Tampa.
Yeah.
That's how much the game meant to him.
And you know what? The only other guy that I can think off the top of my head would be is Tiger.
Yeah, those man.
it's
And
easier
that's
for
why
Tiger
there's
because
only
it's-
4 guys. That we
But it's
can
easier
talk
for
about.
Tiger because it's an individual sport.
But again,
Right? So he
killer
only does
mentality.
push himself.
Yeah.
He came with a different mentality. So
100%.
let's talk about the big sport. Gretzky didn't have that mentality. Gretzky was a beast out there
No.
with points, but he wasn't a killer.
No, he didn't have that
McDavid
same-
right now, same
Like, you
deal.
would
No,
say-
but their talent level, it just takes him above.
Messier was a killer.
Yeah.
He had the mentality. Jordan, Kobe, Tiger,
Yeah. And I don't want
Brady.
I don't want to go too many names here because I don't want
There's
to take
not.
away from what it is.
Yeah.
No, there's
Those
not.
guys are on a shelf by themselves.
Yeah, 100%, Rick. There's like
Yeah.
a exclusive list of 10 maybe in all the big
Maybe.
sports.
I don't even know if it's 10. Dude, I really do think like Jordan, Kobe, and Brady are in a tier
Tiger's
of
and Tiger.
themselves.
Tiger has
Tiger.
Yeah, I'm
that's
not
good
a
pull.
big golf guy, so I'll give you guys that one
Yeah,
for sure.
He was different. Man.
Yeah. Because, dude, even thinking of it now, and not to turn this into like Oilers Nation every day, but like, I don't know if there really is a killer in the NHL currently. Like,
I
I'm
think
looking
McKinnon
at,
probably has a bit of that in him.
I was looking, like, I was trying to think of the superstars right now. McKinnon would be the most just because he's so straight laced, so serious.
But you really don't get that in today's era
Yeah.
of human beings,
different,
period, right?
yeah.
They're all be nice to everybody. It's just,
Yeah. You know,
everybody. Yeah,
the-
it's just too soft now.
The one NBA guy who's kind of got that now that I think of, and he's still got work to do. He's a very young player, but Anthony Edwards has a little bit of that to him.
He's got to mature up though.
Yeah.
He's got to mature up.
For sure.
When you talk about McKinnon, why I would double down on that too, fellas, is some of the stories I've heard coming out of Colorado in terms of like
Yeah.
how hard he is on the team. with
Doesn't
their
let his
nutrition.
teammates eat sugar.
Yeah, like that type of stuff, man. That's part of that mentality. I heard he's an asshole with the nutrition in that clubhouse.
It's just-
I got a question for you guys. I think I want to preface this by saying I think Nathan McKinnon is like he's in the best player in the world conversation. I think he pushes Connor. I still think Connor's the best player in the world, but I want to ask you guys this. If Connor and Nathan had flipped careers and Nathan's career had happened here in Edmonton and Connor's career had happened there in Colorado. So I'm talking like Nathan's got the one cup here,
Mhm.
he's got the one heart here. He's still like, same player. Connor's got all his hardware out in Colorado. Do you think Edmonton fans would say Nathan is a better player than Connor?
100%.
You do, hey?
100%. Yeah, I mean, they're so to me, there's Connor on a shelf, and the next shelf is Nate, Leon, and Cooch.
I think
And then
I
there's
think
no more shelf, and then the next, and that's it. And then you got to go down. Like
Mhm.
honestly, there is no next shelf. There's one
Well,
underneath that.
I would put Kale up on that second shelf as well. But
Okay, that's probably fair.
but I also think I think Nate is on the same shelf as Connor.
He just hasn't. I mean, he's super duper close. Don't get me wrong. It's just
Like I
he's
still think
coming
Connor's
second.
better.
He's coming in second every time. I think to be on that same
Yeah.
shelf, you have to be able to take first a couple times. And I know he's got the heart and he's got the whatever the Williams Jennings or whenever all the players vote whoever
Ted Lindsay.
Yeah, that's the one there. He's got a couple of those, but I just do think that it's Connor and then it's everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he's so good. It's tough to
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and
tough.
argue against Connor McDavid how good he is. I just do think that's
The gap is closer than we
for
realize,
sure,
I think.
dude.
Yeah.
That and my thing is also like I really
He's
do
one.
think he's one,
He's
which
one.
is huge.
He's one.
My thing is also just like that's why I wanted to pitch it to you guys the way I did about them flipping teams. Like, who would people say is better? Because I do think there's some kind of Oilers blinders that exist. Like,
100%.
the reality is like Oilers fans are probably only watching Nathan McKinnon a few times a year, like when the Oilers play them, and maybe seeing a couple of highlights on Sports Center here and there. But like if you watch like Avalanche games and like the things he does, like the little things,
Night
it's
in,
like
night out.
very similar to what made. That's my big thing with Cooch, man. Like Oilers fans watch him twice a year, and like Cooch is like he is just sneaky like. And I did think he was going to drop off this year. He's kind of correcting himself. He's back in top 5 in scoring, or at least he was as of a couple days ago. But my thing with Cooch is like he's just like the most unassuming. Like he's like a puck transporter, like playmaker as a winger that you just don't really see. But no one really no one here really watches him, so they don't understand how good he is.
Okay, I got one for you to follow up the Connor McDavid, Nate
Hmm.
McKinnon. Who would you consider a better leader, better captain on their team, Connor or Nate?
I don't want to go against my boy Connor, but I think I got to go Nate.
I think if you're talking about a leader being someone who's vocal and kind of
Everything that you
just
expect.
vocal. Yeah. I honestly think it's probably going to be a little bit McKinnon. It's just because I think Connor's that good that he just
I agree.
doesn't really understand that the rest of us can't do it. So there's one really funny story about Wayne Gretzky when he was coaching the Phoenix Coyotes. They got shut out And he went back in the dressing room and he ripped them. How the fuck can't you guys score 1 goal? Because it was so easy for him. But he's talking to regular people and they're like, dude, what?
We're trying.
Yeah.
So he just, I mean, it's that disconnect from like, I am so fucking good. And I think Nate had to like pull himself up there rather than Connor Connor just elevated.
There,
he was just there. And
Yeah.
Nate had to pull him. So he kind of learned that
Well
way.
said, Rick. Well
Yeah,
said. That's
Yeah.
a breakdown, bro.
I like that. That's good. Yeah. Hockey.
That's what we're here for.
Shout out hockey. No, this has been awesome. I guess we probably got to wrap this one up, but that was awesome. Great interview with JJ Ross. I think the next couple weeks we're gonna have Brock Mogensen and Noah Taylor on. Noah's the one I'm really looking forward to. Like I don't know how much he's gonna come up with his guard up. Like, you know what I mean? Like he thinks we're anti Noah Taylor guys. We're absolutely not. But above all else, we get up every morning, we put our pants on first, and then we put our big J Journal caps on second, and we come with objectivity.
Did you see that the Elks extended another D lineman that they had on the roster? Just another one, bringing him back.
Fork found in kitchen. Fork found in kitchen.
That's all. That's
Yep.
I mean. When it comes to Noah,
Y'all running a 90 front next year.
and
Y'all are running a
Noah's their
90
best
front.
D-lineman. There's no hate there. There's just
He is.
a little bit of
Well, I thought he was.
head scratching in terms of bringing the whole band back. That's all.
Well, you got to prove it now.
Got to prove it, man.
Yep.
That's what I said.
Go ball out.
And you saw how excited JJ is to get back here, right?
Yeah.
I think the whole D is kind of the same way.
Yeah. JC share it too. You could feel it.
Oh yeah, you can feel the energy for sure. They're buzzing. It's not like when you're going 5-13 and it's like getting back is a chore.
Close.
Yeah. And like they're excited, they're amped up. Like they're itching. They're bopping around. You can tell they want to get back to it. All right. Do you guys have anything else you want to end on?
I got nothing.
Good show.
Man.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, this was a great show. Okay, we'll be back Monday. Another episode of Elks 101. This has been awesome. Appreciate you guys listening. And we'll talk to you then. Love you guys.